I want to play something that happened the other night in an arena with James Harden. And you'll be able to hear it. I don't really need to set it up much because it's very self-explanatory. And then I will ask you guys the question, who was wrong in this scenario? Go ahead and roll that.
You're still the worst flopper in the NBA.
Just stay away. Get back to your seat.
I was back
Get
here.
Back to your
He
seat.
just hit my phone.
I hit you one thing. I'm saying you're going out of here, okay?
I stood right here.
Hey, we don't mind you cheering and everything, but when talking to the
He just hit my phone.
You walk over here, okay? Sir, it's real simple. Your seat is over there. There's no reason for you to be over here in this rail in the first place, right?
Okay.
All right? Right?
Okay.
So
I'll stay in my seat.
You see what I'm saying? If you were at your seat, that would have never happened.
Okay, so we all saw what happened. We heard exactly what the fan yelled. We saw exactly what Harden's reaction was. The league is investigating it, and whatever they wind up doing with it, they'll do. But in that scenario, and I'm particularly interested to hear the basketball players respond, who's wrong?
James. And I know he's going to disagree with this. Here's why. Because what the fan yelled was basketball related. It wasn't something off the court. It wasn't something malicious. It wasn't somebody in his family. It wasn't somebody in his past. And they didn't take up or occupy a lot of his personal space. Like if they were really close to him, I can understand that. When you walk into the arena, especially on the road, guess what happens? Everybody's yelling things at you.
P.S. They're at home.
And so
that's Houston.
Oh, where
at the same time,
it was home, but obviously
time.
whoever that was not a fan of James Harden.
Well, he's a troll.
He probably was a Utah fan, but at the same time, it's probably just annoying, you know, after a while. I mean, going to that game, I think at halftime, I think it was tied or Utah was up 2, I believe. But James probably just frustrated, probably, you know. And you just don't. Sometimes you just be fed up. You just be fed up, and I probably would have did it too. So I can't sit here and say.
But you must have people yell stuff at you all the time, right? So why do you not do it? I mean, you obviously restrain yourself from doing what James Harden did.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is where you come to get away from everything. This is like you love what you do, right? So I think sometimes, man, just fans gotta understand what's going on at times, and just sometimes like we have to do, we gotta bite our tongue, and we can't say we want to, you know, fans. I think it should be the same way.
I love this. That video is a real life version of Twitter. The troll remains anonymous in the video, which is hilarious to me. He is then confronted by whoever it is he's bothering on the internet. Once he's confronted, he immediately goes into whiny victim mode. Oh, it wasn't me. It's not my fault. Look what this guy. To me, that video is amazing. It's literally Twitter in actual human form. Good for you, troll.
But also being an athlete, now you're from Philly.
Exactly.
I'm from Detroit.
Right.
Now, growing up playing basketball, people been yelling stuff at you all of the time.
Yeah,
but the difference was them dudes will see you.
For sure.
Away from the court.
That's what we used to. Like, you got to see me here. You can't. Like, you can't just go up and say what you want. It's a little different.
You know, I agree with what you're saying, Beetle, to be honest with you, that's an excellent way of describing it. I mean, this guy just that whiny voice. And yet,
so whiny.
And yet, if you respond on Twitter, who loses?
I get it.
You lose.
James in that has everything to lose. I'm not agreeing. Look, once you physically do anything, he snapped.
He tapped the phone.
But the guy acted like he took
I'm not suggesting it's the worst thing he ever did, but it's a mistake. Ultimately,
it is.
He is lowering himself to that person's level.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a troll, and you don't ever respond to trolls, but I'm sure at some point you just sort of snap a little bit.
And to your point, it wasn't something hard. You guys must hear, and listen, I've been at a lot of NBA games.
Before.
You hear far worse things yelled at players, unfortunately, than that frequently. So of all things to sort of make him, and again, snap is too strong a word. He just sort of flicks his arm.
Probably just caught his
attention.
attention.
But I would agree with you. It was in the scheme of things, not the worst thing that you will hear yelled at a player.
Well, there was a time I was playing for Indiana, and I was walking off the court because we was playing at the Knicks, and actually the son of the GM at the time threw a towel in my face.
Oh,
like literally, I was walking up, he like straight hit me with the towel straight in the face. And I literally jumped up and tried to snatch him down. Like that, and so like there's a.
But that's a violation. That's something totally different.
Correct.
Right? He is genuinely violating.
But that's the point I was trying to make to Dion. Is like the way I grew up playing basketball. There were certain environments where I played. It didn't matter what they said because I was not going to respond because it wasn't good for my health.
Right. Exactly.
So in this case, you feel like this person can't confront me. Got the nerve to try to call me out.
Right.
And so I'm going to phone out my face.